known as Kennewick Man.
We know what happened 10,000 years ago.
The tribes believed the bones were ancestral and needed to be reburied. The court ruled in favor of science.
I truly consider him an ambassador from an ancient time period.
What does he tell you about how humans first came to North America?
You have people coming in thousands of years earlier than we had thought, and that he is from these East Asian coastal populations.
He was 5'7" and a muscular 163 pounds. His diet left a chemical signature in his bones.
You find that this man is heavily dependent on seals. From the indications, lots of salmon in his diet. This man is a marine mammal hunter.
His enormous right arm bone suggests that he hunted with a spear. His life was often brutal.
His existence reflects a very strenuous physical existence. He has half a dozen fractured ribs.
Add to that a severe shoulder injury, 2 skull fractures, and a spearhead lodged permanently in his hip.
So I think this is something that's intentionally lobbed at this man with the intention of killing him. This is a very hardy soul, and he was able to get away.
One of Owsley's biggest challenges was recreating what Kennewick Man actually looked like. Sculptors took months to build this likeness based on the shape of his skull and archival photos from Asian coastal people. Kennewick Man's bones have been locked away by the federal government, but Owsley says there's still so much to learn, including what finally killed him.
I feel that the skeleton is just beginning to talk to us.
I think you guys need Batman. Sounds like an Asian was coming over that Barren Strait thing, and like they keep telling us, but it sounds like somebody was here because they shot him with an arrow and said, "You better go back where the fuck you was." And I guess he didn't listen. So he never left the land again. Yeah, I think that's what happened. So, who was here? Who shot him? Welcome back. Your daddy's in the building. Yeah. Who shot him? Like Biggie said, who shot you?
Separate the weak from the opsa. Leak hard to creep them Brooklyn streets. It's on, nigga. Fuck all that bickering beef. I can hear sweat trickling down the cheek. Your heartbeat sound like Sasquatch feet. Thundering, shaking the concrete.
You know, Sasquatch, the thing that lives in the Appalachian Mountains and, you know, that Barren Strait.
Neighbors call the cops and they heard mad shots. Saw me in the drop, 3 1/4. Slaughter, electrical tape around the border. Old school, new school, need to learn though. I burn, baby, burn like disco inferno. Burn slow like.
Yeah, I think he was right. Old school and new school need to learn. I think he's right about that. So I'm having a revelation. Or a thought. Classism started because if you really think about it, we didn't have science to prove anything. You know, we only had
this spiritual stuff that whatever from that back in the day, right? And if you look at anybody's ancient days of books, if you had any of these sicknesses, dementias, and fucking you're a crazy person, they said you had a fucking demon on you. Period. If you came out mutated, they said you had bad, you know, you're from fucking demons. And as the world modernized or whatever, what I realize is it's the same fucking thing. Whatever you display.
Also, people use these things like a sickness, you know? People use common sicknesses and be like, oh, well, then that means this person's a demon. See, they're got, you know what I mean? They put a spell. You know what I mean? Oh, it's so crazy how it's still the same thing, though, in my mind. You know, because the Lord is real. It's just people get to say, I'm with the Lord, and they're with the demons.
No, your actions were judged, and people used what they had to describe your shit, right? And we think we're so fucking smart, and those people were so just dumb, and they were labeling crazy people as being possessed, you know, right? And then when you really get down to it, this is why this shit is about classism. This shit ain't about racism. This shit is about why human beings would make a fucking class. Because if you pay attention to what the Bible said, my father said, follow the fucking laws. If you don't, shit's gonna happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Scientifically, all the shit they prove ain't nothing but what the Bible says. Motherfuckers just don't look at it like that.
Yep.
So, when you scientifically realize you're not supposed to eat pig because it has fucking worms in it, and it has all these bad things, and when you figure out all the things the Bible said, don't eat these things, don't do these things, because it fucking mutates your fucking DNA, and you will birth defected children in multiple ways, and all we do as a fucking small-minded people, we think deformities, half a fucking brain, and all. We don't even, like, we're thinking like your arm being fucked up, you get it, we're looking at that, someone having outbursts, someone saying they see things, we just look at that as, you know, but me, like, actually being able to, like, talk to so many people, do you realize some people cannot fucking think? You don't get that, because you don't understand how complicated the brain is. I can only scratch the surface. I'm not a fucking surgeon and nothing, but I watch how many people can't do things. When you talk to them, their brain doesn't light up like, oh, information. Their fucking brain doesn't respond at all. They're like, this nigga's just saying things. It's because their brain is fucked up. Get it? And it's not just, oh, your brain, like your brain's damaged. No, there's two levels of fucking brain. Your brain and then thinking. Your brain helps you to fucking think and be able to fucking naturally figure things out. Life is supposed to fucking inspire you. Knowledge is supposed to fucking intrigue you. But
what I mean by that is because people don't know what things affect their bodies, we just put whatever in it. And because if you have a body and everything looks normal, everyone considers you normal. But if you don't have empathy and people are like, why he so bad? Because you can't see in their brain. You don't know what their parents did, and they're not normal on the inside. They just look normal on the outside.
see, I'm starting to understand why the Lord said, don't eat this, don't eat that. Because the demons get on you and they block your fucking brain. The fuck you think drinking does? It fucks your brain up where you can't think. We know this shit for thousands and thousands of years, yet people have drank and drank and drank and drank. And now we're living in a future where there are people that they're not dumb. Like you're a dummy. No, their fucking brains cut off. They can't think. It's over for them.
Generational curses.
I've been trying to figure it out all my life. How the fuck do some of these people follow these gangster niggas or these cults, and it's cause their fucking brain don't work. They function, they can think, they're fucking normal, but when it comes time to certain things to believe in or whatever, something allows them to go and follow someone that a normal person could just see like, yo, that nigga's a scumbag. They're a scumbag and they're leading you into nothingness. I'm really getting sick of fucking seeing people sell drugs on my corner and there's a fucking police camera right there. Do your fucking job, yo. Real talk.
Could have swore I did this video already. I think I did.
Anyway.
Shit.
So I'm thinking,
Hope I
with
did.
my empathy, but I'm angry, of course, because I realize the most simplest thing, the lack of oxygen. I've once witnessed someone describe a case where a person was a psychopath. They end up being crazy and was able to kill because it is in their birth. When they were born, they had a lack of oxygen in their brain, which shut off certain sensories to empathy and not being crazy or something. And I was like, yo, that's fucking crazy, yo. Like, you're just a kid. You didn't ask to be born the wrong way.
When you find the answers out, you know how like you hear a story and something horrible happens, and you're like, why? I don't understand. Why the fuck is? And then we all just don't give a fuck after that. You don't really want to know why. It's like a movie. You know what I mean? You don't give a fuck. You can go back to your life. Me, on the other hand, I like to learn. I want to know. Once I say why, I gotta know. So I'm gonna look. And when you get answers, sometimes you're like, that doesn't answer my question. I still have the question of why that now? There's always an answer. The answer will make you stop asking the question why. Period. When you get the real answers, you're not going to ask why no more because you're going to be like, that's it right there. That makes sense. And that's where everybody goes with the spookity dookity. And even though I preach for the Lord, but I also know what the Lord said. He said, learn things. Because you're fighting my world down there. That place is alive, you fucking moron. That place does things. Stupid. Just like you. Just like your body's special, that fucking big ass little thing you live on is special. And it changes things. Get it? It has a system to it. You better pay the fuck attention and you better make sure you're going along to get along. Because if you don't, you think you're just facing me? You think you're just facing people? No, you're facing my world, dumbass. And my world's brutal, unforgiving, only goes by the rules. And you mortals don't like that. You consider that, I gotta deal with things. Yeah, that's the rules. It's life. Like when the animals is out there and they're starving and no one comes and they die. You know, like the fucking deer that's minding its business, and the fucking mountain lion comes out of nowhere and fucking rips his fucking head off. It's life, bro. It's life. Now, when you figure out that simple things can fuck people up bad, and those people won't even know what's going on. This person was damaged at birth. There was no choice. Get it? He could still choose, but I think because, no one knew, his parents probably, they didn't know he's gonna do that. Turn out to be a fucking nutcase. Nobody's parents does. Oh yeah, because they actually don't talk to their kids. And then a lot of you be watching your kids kill animals, and you can see the shit in this little nigga that he's a psycho. And you niggas are sending that little bastard to school. Instead of therapy.
You're a woman, you don't...
It's ridiculous.
You haven't learned how... whatever... and... simple things like keep yourself clean and blah blah blah, because it was like something with oxygen and dirtiness. The baby got an infection in his brain or some shit like that, and I was like, yo, confirmation. And it was just so sad because I was like, yo, this shit is like, life is so precious, and there's no fucking way. There's no way there's not a God. It's impossible to take care of the human bodies too fucking hard. There's no God. We primordial mutate.
You're really telling me, see, you don't understand nature. You see these fucking streets all the time. Or whatever, you see big bad guns and big bad fucking beat your chest alpha. You don't remember when these fucking wild animals ruled this place and niggas was scared to go outside. Niggas didn't come outside at nighttime. Nigga, what the fuck you think them lights is here for, nigga? You think them lights is there just to be like... No, it's to keep the fucking things away, you dummy. You niggas don't understand what the concrete and all of this is so my father's world won't grow. Because if my father's world grows, niggas is going in the floor randomly. Get it? You gotta go hard out there. It's a big difference. This world allows us to be safe in it. Get it? We don't have to think. And because we don't have to think about those things, we act like like we're above it. My father, he kind of built many, many, many worlds in this world. There's many worlds here, and we're just too stupid to realize it. But once you start learning science and shit, and you start seeing the microscopic shit and the thousands upon trillions of things, their entire... We're not the only... you people don't get it. We're the only intelligent life here. There's been fucking life forms that survive everything. Every disaster, they've been here the whole time. We haven't been here the whole time. You get it? When the nuke goes off, they'll still be here. When we die out, they'll still be here. You just don't get it. Life is always gonna be here. You're not. No one gets that. Alright. You ever hear of, do you know what a mite is? A mite is a microscopic organism, right? And it's so small you can't see it. Thousands can live on the tip of a pin needle, right? Do you know they live on your eyelashes, goofy ass nigga? Do you realize you have a colony of things that live on your eyelashes? Did you know that? Your eyelashes support a colony of things. That's just your eyelashes. You're not getting it. You know how many things are in your body that are alive? You know how many things that are on you that are alive? Why do you think we gotta wash up, you silly fucking assholes? Because the world we can't see, that's physical, that's on your ass. You gotta get it off of you. You get it? There's so many worlds, and you can't see it, but it's right there. Right under your nose. Yo. Like, you just don't get it, bro. And then, spiritual spooky dooky shit you can't see. Under the water, we can't see. We don't know what's down there. You do realize that, right? If the ocean is this big, right? We've explored this much. That's how much we know about it. And there's more land down there than there is up here. Do you understand that? That's a whole nother fucking world down there, and it's bigger. And what did my father do? Oh, he floods this place. So, don't you realize down there's the beginning, you goofy ass niggas? You stupid fucking assholes. We're the first. We're the did. Nah, civilization's under that water. And my father said, you're gonna follow my rules or I'll make you disappear, motherfucker. No one will remember you. You'll be a fucking memory. You won't even be a memory. They're gonna find you years later and be like, oh shit, I wonder how that happened. And then we have a book that says, the Lord flooded the world. But it ain't real, right? It's not real. You can see the places. You get it? And now you don't get it because it doesn't go with the biblical story in your brain. You know why? Because you think my father, like motherfucking the dude told Neil, nigga just walked through the door. We've been through this 5 times already. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna walk through the door. We're gonna do this all over again, baby. I'm the architect. And you're a fucking puppet. You're an idiot. You're a droid. You're not the one. I'm the one. You don't get it. That was the fucking point of the Matrix. On the spiritual most high level. That was the Lord saying, I run shit here. Not even my son knows what's going on. That goofy nigga has to ask questions. Get it? Like, why, Father, have you forsaken me? Meaning, what the fuck did you send me on this dummy mission for? Nigga, walk through the door. Ain't got time for this shit. These motherfuckers done figured this shit out. We gotta hurry up this time. These niggas is getting smart. Duh. They're starting to understand. I'm gonna have to change the Matrix completely. And I put a lot of time into this. You niggas are goofies.
From a monkey into a human. Well, guess what, you fucking idiots? Monkeys don't need to fucking have soap and all these nutrients and all. It could run around on the fucking. You get it? It could eat dirt. Animals
get
and
sick.
different things. They are one with this earth, and their fucking skin is thick, and they got.
Man can be almost one with their earth. We could play in the dirt, but you playing that shit too long and you're dead. You can get sick. Get it? Because you're not built like the dog. You don't have thick skin and fur and inside you that shit is built to fight against that shit. That's because the dog doesn't have thumbs. Get it? Just this gives you so much more power than that fucking dog. Why? Because with this, you have the power to change the world. You can grab that fucking dog by its neck and say, I run shit here. You think you're fucking tough because you got teeth? Let me pick this rock up and fucking throw it. You get it? The dog only can lunge at you. I can pick a stick up and poke at it. I can change my tactic. It only can go forward. It only can do what it was trained to do. I can mimic it and everything around me and have multiple fighting styles. I can use the world around me to poison, trap, destroy the fucking thing. And because it's an animal, it's not a dumb animal, it's programmed. When I find out your program, you're done. Because I'm going to go above your program and realize you can't go outside your box. I can. You get it? But as strong and as great as we are, you're telling me, like I said, this world will destroy you in days. In days. You don't have what you need. You don't know how to take care of yourself, and you're done. You're telling me there's no God that literally gave, that set the rules up and was like, yo, you got to use that to wash your funky ass. You got to take this for this. You got to do that for that. Because if you don't, you're dead. You're telling me man just figured all this shit out when it literally takes days to die? Once you get infected, nigga, and you don't get the antibiotics and all that, you're dead. You're dead. You get it? We face diseases that are now. We don't know what the fuck was back then, nigga. Like, you know? You get it? Are you fucking kidding me? People can survive this world without the Lord's help? You're crazy. You're crazy if you really believe that.
Fur, and they fall asleep for a certain amount of time, and they can do all these things that are like superpowers that we can't, nigga. Dog go lick the floor, nigga. Go lick a puddle of fucking dirty ass fucking people water.
Its own shit. It's asshole.
Go to the fucking stream and lick right out of there and have all types of bacteria and worms in its fucking stomach because of that shit. Because that's what the fuck is out there in my father's world.
Things you can't see that'll destroy
and they'll
you.
survive it. You'll go fucking drink the same water and be dead in 3 days. Sick to fucking death in 3 days.
Yeah,
Don't
tummy
go
ache.
3 days without water though. You're dead. Do you understand how fucking hard it is to fucking keep living as a human being? No, you don't, because we live in a world where all these things are already here, and you don't even fucking realize how hard it is to make all these things. Because we have machines and everything. Your brain doesn't go back to the days of the old, like, yo, who the fuck figured out how to wash your fucking ass? Who figured that out? That if I don't wash my ass, I'm gonna get bed sores and sores. If that was fucking true, motherfucker, we would, like, are you kidding me what our ancestors had to go through? To make it to where we are. Think about the reality of nothing was there and man had to figure it out. And women have the fucking audacity.
Once man started writing and shit, wouldn't they been, you get it? Is that what all the boogity stories is about back in the day? Because all they could describe is what they could describe, you know? And then further and further in time, we still see and hear and da-da-da-da, and we have more intelligence from actually, you know, living. And we're like, no, that's the earth fucking you up. That's not a ghost. That's not a demon spell. You're dirty. You did this and it gave you an infection in your ear. You did that and da-da-da-da. You're not crazy and hear ghosts. No, your brain's broken and that's why you hear voices in your head. Do you not realize these are fucking scientific things that are normal? No, you don't. You don't look shit like that up.
The T to raise their fucking voice and say, we don't need no man. And I'm not gonna act like yous weren't figuring things out. You know? Because if you go back far enough, man wasn't inventing shit, woman was, you goofy ass niggas. We was too busy fighting the Lord's fucking wildlife. Women were making potions and fucking healings and all of this different. Their brains was on that level, nigga. We were too, of course, because, you know, sorcerers, the spiritual high priestesses, you know, get it. But the whole fucking point.
Every woman knew about medicine. Every woman knew how to make clothes. Every woman knew how to cooks and cleans. It wasn't not important in their brain. It was the foundation of their contribute to this reality. They understood what the fuck their value was. That nigga's out there about to die every day for me, and the least I can do is keep this shit right. Oh yeah, fuck what the least I can do to keep it right. If I don't, we all die. We get sick and shit. I don't want to fucking have to keep fucking running behind sick people. I like the fact that I get to stay in the village, do what the fuck I need to do, learn more about this world, and, you know, do my cookings and my medicines and my fucking this. And these were not just moms, and these were fucking doctors and nurses, and fucking, to be a mother all the way back then, you had to be a smart person. You fucking women are lucky you wouldn't even be allowed to have children with the fucking brain levels and the amount of shit you don't know. You would be deemed as unfit to have children. You wouldn't, they would, are you kidding me? You wouldn't be allowed to have a child back then. I probably wasn't allowed to have a child. They'd be like, nigga, you too weak, nigga. The fuck you talking about? You just smart, nigga. Go in there and fucking practice law or something. You gonna get one, you might get a wife, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Back then, you had to put work in, bro. Nah, I would have been good. I like to work.
Like,
I don't mind working.
you go back to your grandma's generation, she'll tell you certain things to eat to get better and herbs to take it. Now, your fucking mom sends you to the store and says, take a fucking pill. I told a fucking young chick a old remedy to get rid of colds, and they said, ew, there's no way I'm drink that. It tastes bad. That sounds like it tastes bad. And I said, what fucking medicine tastes good? The fuck you talking about? What medicine tastes? Oh yeah, when you're a kid and it has bubblegum flavor. Fucking bullshit. But niggas will get sick, damn near die, and then go to the doctors, and they'll give you the same goofy shit that tastes like shit. And you'll accept it, and you won't even complain. You know why? Because you're trained like a fucking monkey. You're trained like a monkey, like the pill wasn't a plant, dried out, grinded up, and put in the pill form. Your brain doesn't think like that. You think that motherfucker magically made something in the lab with chemicals, and no, you stupid fuck. Most fucking medicine is made out of the natural shit our great ancient grandmothers knew, you goofy fucks. They just changed the form of it, so your stupid ass won't realize I can grow those plants and just eat the shit. Make tea out of it, and then I can eat that. That's my normal routine, and now I don't ever have to worry about getting sick from that because I'm always eating the medicine.
An apple a day to keep the doctor away. Right? I wonder why they have sayings like that. Because food keeps, you know, certain things healthy. I wonder if we knew all the things that kept us healthy and all the things that prevented us from getting sick. If we only ate those as, you know, food and not medicine, I wonder if those things would ever get us sick again. A day.
Foods is medicine, you goofy ass niggas. That's why the Bible said don't eat all that bullshit. Eat the fucking herbs, nigga. Eat the shit with seeds in it. You don't eat food, goofy ass niggas. We eat medicine. My father doesn't give us food, he gives us medicine, nigga. But we got trained that this shit is food.
Because then that brings desire. All this is why we're the way we are. We don't look at things the way it is, the way what it really was. So those things lead to envy, and he's getting the better medicine. You ever notice how poor people are jealous of other people that have money? Because they get to eat this and get to eat that, and they die early. They're fat and all fucked up. And you're mad because you're still, skinny and shit, and you could just eat normal food, work out, and be alright. And you'll be jealous of him because he could have read lobster. They go to Applebee's. They're eating bullshit. You don't even realize it. They're eating things that the Most High said that's like filth. And they won't get it until they're hurt. When they realize they're eating the roaches of the sea, things that eat anything on the floor. Like, what a roach does? When you realize that's what a crab does, you're eating the roaches of the sea, you goofy fucking asshole. And then you're going to wonder, I don't understand why the Most High says stay away from certain seafood. Because they're roaches. He calls them bottom feeders. Like when you drop your crumbs, they're all the way on the bottom and they got to eat your crumbs. You get it? You're not supposed to eat things that eat everything and anything. They're bottom feeders. You're not a bottom feeder. So, it's like you're high class. Do you get it? You're not supposed to eat the low-class animals. Why? Because what do low-class people do? Don't they eat anything? And they're crazy and they're dumb fucking assholes. It's the same thing. But you're just a man, so you're like, no, but other men are important than me. You're the greatest creation the Lord ever made. Everything else is beneath you. You stupid motherfucker. You're worrying about the next nigga being better than you. Everything you see in the earth is beneath you. And you're a lord over it, you fucking goofy ass nigga. Oh yeah, you're just a regular guy. I forgot. You are. And that's why I say, I'm God to you niggas. Because I am.
Which brings me to, alright, no one eats medicine no more, and everyone eats man-made fucking dumb shit. We don't even think that's gonna do something to the brain.
Like they ain't just make it up.
We really don't. We wonder why these fucking grown men run around on these corners and do those shootouts, sell drugs, all these other things. Women run around selling their ass and all of that. Yo, bro, people's brains are broken. From generations of people breaking their brains. Now, I said all that to go back to the classism thing.
Awareness.
I'm sure some of you feel mad. Like this motherfucker. Listen, dog, it's not like I'm not one of you. The level of thinking I'm at, and the level of where I know I should be as an average person. You know the thing all of us are capable of? But, we all come out of the loins of somebody. And they may not think of things like that. So, whatever, they gotta deal with, whatever they broke in their get it? We all gotta deal with these things. And some people lucky enough to either, break these curses, or if you don't want to call it that, generational fucking up your DNA. Because unbeknownst to everybody, we don't look at life as, I am my DNA and I'm my blood. You're not, you get it? On a level of just physicalness, your blood, you're a fucking container, you goofy ass nigga. Your blood has been on the earth for mad long. You are a part of a bloodline, nigga. That means the blood in you ain't
blood
new, nigga.
body.
It's new in a certain level.
There's always gonna be a new body. It's always gonna be the same blood,
motherfucker. And whatever your people have been doing to that blood the whole time, nigga, that's their fault. You being not able to think, you being fucked up, nigga, you gotta blame your people from the back in the day, nigga, because when you go back further enough, I guarantee you didn't have those fuck-ups in your DNAs. I bet you we could think in all of that.
Do you get it? That's why my father said, your soul's in your blood. Because, you can get put into any body. I can choose any woman. Get it? But my blood is my fucking blood, nigga. Duh. You get it? So, wouldn't it be important to make sure your blood is, good? Because your blood's your DNA. Doesn't all that coexist? Yeah. And if you don't follow those laws, that's what fucks your blood and DNA? Oh, okay. So my father really wasn't lying, and he really was like, yo, bro, I didn't make rules and laws. This is how you make it through that gauntlet that I made down there. And if you don't do it, oh well. When you're fucking suffering, you're gonna call on me anyway. I'll be there.
And you'll
I'll tell you what to do.
each motherfucker. If you can go back, you'll see each person that added on to the destruction of the DNA. And it's all the same thing. They don't want to follow the laws of God. You don't want to follow the laws of science. You don't want to follow the people that say, let's be good and all this is bad for you. Nah, we don't want to hear that shit, Sharif.
Do whatever I want.
And the more people don't realize, it's a continuation. So if your parents didn't listen, their parents didn't listen, all right, you start having these deformities, you start becoming crazy, you start becoming lazy, you start becoming unambitious, you start becoming, you get it? We're labeling all of these fucking things, and now we have a billion fucking diseases, mental brain fog, and and it seems like nobody's getting it. But we all can get labeled and then, say, oh, we don't know what's wrong. We gotta just know, we gotta start fucking making people aware of these things.
That's it. So they can
Then
choose.
some of those same people with these problems, they can actually feel like something. See, you don't think that's where I'm going. You think it just means you're nothing. I think it means sins of the father fall upon the son, so now you're in charge of your fucking bloodline, bro. You have a responsibility. You're somebody, no matter what level you're on. And there's thousands and thousands and thousands of your blood rooting for you to do the right thing. To cleanse your fucking blood. We don't even look at it like that. You know what made me look at it like that? Vampire shit. Vampires won't drink the blood of tainted people. If you have any disease, any deformities, they won't. You're not worthy of being devoured. So, in the case of luckiness, being fucked up saves you from them. Because they won't take you. You see how everything in life's a fucking double-edged sword? You're good, and you didn't fuck up. You got fucking weird science after you. If you are fucked up, you are weird science. If you don't get that punchline. I already described the Dracula thing, and that ain't nothing but the curse of Cain and eating the dust of the ground. I forgot what video I put that out in. Anyway, like, to me, that's what makes classism. It always goes back to the laws of God.
And the people that didn't follow
don't
it.
get it because we're like, those are words and those are ideals, and no, those are concrete facts about the world that if you don't look at it the right way, you get damaged, you get crazy,
and you go on the bottom,
and you can't go back now.
You go on the bottom.
Generation. And since you're gonna die and probably not teach or learn your lessons of why things really happen, and
you're subjugated.
Blame everybody, and you're not gonna look within. So you're gonna have a generations of idiots that never look within, and then this is where we get these beefs. Your family held my family back 10,000 years ago because they broke the laws of God, mutated themselves, and we had to put them down. Sorry, you don't know anything about fucking scientific level till 2,000 years later you finally figured out if we eat these things and be fucking each other and we do all these wild things God told us not to do, our children become crazy and have no empathy and fucking born that forget things, and brains could be, well, you get it. Now we're starting to realize what God was saying all those times, but we're just explaining it like man's figuring things out. You ain't figuring out shit. You're figuring out your ass is wrong the whole time.
And now it's the days of Noah.
You're figuring out that my father said you're not gonna win. I'm gonna win. You're all gonna pay for your fucking crimes now. I don't choose a side. You're either on my side or you're on the world's side. And that's it.
The rules.
Think about it. What do people consider miracles? Besides stupid shit like, oh, the fucking magical powers and saving somebody from drowning. And no, most people always with the sickness. Sickness.
I survived.
Crazy. He had demons. He was crazy. He was crazy. That nigga's not crazy. His brain is malfunctioning, and it allows his adrenaline gland to exert more adrenaline in his body, thus making him appear to be twice, 3, 10 times stronger than he ever was, because we all have that. If you can figure out how to dump all your adrenaline in your body at once, nigga, you become Hercules, nigga. You will literally hit fucking Kaioken 10 and you'll fucking take a 300-pound man, throw him over your shoulders.